Why do you think he wanted to put a curse on this guy?
We poured gasoline on it, trying to burn the things of Satan.
But would he open his eyes and see dead people?
And that Christian counselor had talked with him about some problems, but she had given him a little stuffed animal.
With what you're playing in The Last Evangelist, I think it really paints a picture of where we're headed. I think some of the stuff that you portray in that particular series is absolutely some of the stuff we're going to see in the near future.
A brand new DVD of Last Evangelist. You can get it right now. It's limited collector's edition. It's got the new episode on it, along with band videos with me and Michael Lake and Lisa Haven, Sheila Lazinski. Also, if you want to see Last Evangelist, the episode, it's exclusively episode 1 on davidheavener.tv. Tonya, you mentioned to me that you saw a man and he saw dead people all over his room.
Yes.
Tell me about this man. What exactly happened and what was the situation? Why did he see dead people?
He was a friend of a friend, or he was a relative of a friend of mine, and he was having problems sleeping because every time he would go to bed, he would see dead people walking all around the room, and he could hear them conversating and everything, and he was really afraid. He was living in fear, and he wasn't getting any sleep, as you could imagine. So we started talking, and we talked for a little bit, and God started revealing some things to me. He went to a Christian, and that's quote unquote counselor, and that Christian counselor had talked with him about some problems, but she had given him a little stuffed animal. And that little stuffed animal was just something tangible for him to hold on to, is what he thought. But as we were talking, it's like the Lord impressed on my heart to ask him to go get that thing. And he went and got it. And he came back and I said, is it okay if I open it up? And he said, okay. So I tore it open, and all of this was being led of God because I had no idea what was going on. So I opened it up, and inside of it, it looked like a little tiny jug. And inside that little tiny miniature jug, it had some crystal things in the bottom of it. I had no idea what it was. I had never seen anything like that before, but I knew that it wasn't God, and I knew that it was the enemy that placed it in there, and that's what was causing most of his problems. So we talked to the boy about his salvation, the man, and he did accept Jesus, especially after seeing that. And then once he got saved, we took it out and we were trying to burn it. And we poured gasoline on it, trying to burn the things of Satan. And the best we could do was get it melted. We couldn't burn it. So we melted it as much as we could. Then we buried it.
Wow.
But,
So let me go back to this guy. Is he a friend of yours?
I had not met him previously.
Okay. So he came
now.
to you, and why did you meet him? What did he come to you asking for help?
A friend of mine knew him, and
Okay.
she was telling me the problems he was having, and
Okay.
they knew my ministry, so they wanted to know if I could help.
Okay. Okay. Was he a single guy?
No.
Okay. He had a family, married.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How old was he, roughly?
Probably in his 30s.
Okay. And did he drink, smoke, do drugs, any of that?
No.
Okay.
He was a good person, but he was not sure of his salvation. So that's the first thing we done was work on his salvation, tell him how to get saved and what to do.
Okay. Did he come out of the Catholic Church?
No.
Okay. So he wasn't a person coming from religion.
No,
he just didn't know the
church.
Lord. Okay.
He was not church.
Okay. And when he would close his eyes and go to bed at night, he would actually see, like, would he open his eyes and see dead people, or would he just vision?
No, his eyes were opened. His eyes were opened, and he could see all of these spirits walking around, all shapes, all sizes, men and women, and they were talking among each other. And he was terrified. He couldn't sleep because his room was full of these things.
Wow.
He was at the end.
Okay. Was anybody with him in his room? Like, if he's married, was his wife
was there? His wife was there. She did not see the same things that he could see, but she knew that it was affecting him.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so you met him and you found a stuffed animal. Did you ask him if he had a stuffed animal? How did the stuffed animal?
He had gone to a counselor. Someone had sent him to a counselor for some problems he was having. And he went to that counselor, and that counselor, again, quote unquote, a Christian counselor. And that counselor wanted to comfort him by saying, here's this little stuffed animal, it's just something tangible that you can have to hold on to. It's supposed to bring him comfort somehow. I don't know. And that's where that came in. It's like the Lord led me to ask him, is there anything they gave you there? And he said, well, yes, as a matter of fact. And he brought it to me, and then we opened it, and that proceeded from there.
And who gave him the stuffed animal?
The counselor, the Christian counselor.
The Christian counselor gave him the stuff.
And again,
So,
quote unquote, not every organization that says Christian are actually Christians.
Right, but it's a demon masquerading as a Christian, okay?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so he gave this counselor, who's quote a Christian, gave him this stuffed animal that was cursed. Basically, there was a curse on it.
Exactly.
And why do you think the counselor, who said he was a Christian but he wasn't, why do you think he wanted to put a curse on this guy? What was the reason for that?
I think Satan hates all of us, and he doesn't want any of us to be set free in Jesus. So what he can do to draw us in, give him something familiar to draw us in and put a curse on him, that's what he was doing.
Okay, but if he wasn't a Christian, the man, it seems like he wouldn't be such a hard target for Satan. So maybe the man was doing something, or he was on his way to discovering Christ, and Satan was trying to take him out. But it backfired, Tonya, right? Because so he found Christ, right?
He had many people praying for him to get saved, including his wife. So God was hearing the prayers, and Satan didn't want him saved.
In these last days, people will worship false gods. As the Antichrist arises, Christians will be persecuted. David Heavener Investigates is proud to bring you End Times Investigations, a new DVD series containing over 8 hours of interviews, commentaries, and teaching on Illuminati and the New World Order, Satanism, miracles and healings, the Antichrist, and one world religion.
Hi, I'm David Heavener, and I'm proud to bring you this brand new DVD collection, End Times Investigations.
David reveals how the media is working hand in hand with the Antichrist system. Order now and receive this special DVD collection. Text bonus to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll-free 844-806-0006. Text bonus to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll-free 844-806-0006.
If you'd like to get involved with the ministry and be a supporter, text the word chosen to 91999. We sure could use your help. And please don't forget my new books that are out, True Power and End Times Investigation. And you can get all this stuff there at davidheavener.tv/order. Don't forget to sign up to davidheavener.tv.